friends, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. And what I have for you today is a continuation of my favorites of 2024. And what I'm doing today are my favorite Steelbooks of 2024. Now, before I get into it, I know not everyone is a fan of Steelbooks. I get it. People either really kind of like them or they don't. Or maybe just once in a while they'll pick one up. So if you're not a fan of Steelbooks, I'm sorry, but maybe you'll like the video anyway. I will say I am not a person who will pick up a Steelbook purely for the art. If I don't like the movie, I'm not going to spend the money and get a Steelbook just because it's a nice looking Steelbook. It has to be a movie that I really like. But I'm not going to get into the gist of the movie. These are just my favorite looking Steelbooks for the year. And then if you're not a Steelbook person, you'll be happy with the next segments, hopefully, that I have coming up. I'm going to do my favorite catalog titles of the year, meaning from the major studios, Warner Brothers, Paramount, Lionsgate, things like that. And then I'm going to do, I don't know which one's going to come next, but I'm going to do my favorite boutique releases for the year. So we're going to get into like Severin, Vinegar Syndrome, the partner labels, Kino Lorber, all kinds of things like that. Warner Archives. We have, you know, there's so many things we can get into. So I have a lot planned, but I'm just going to run through these quick. It's just going to be quick. I'm just going to show you what I like about them and move right on. Now, this first one, I saw this movie in the theater and I absolutely loved it, and I couldn't wait, like a lot of you, I couldn't wait for it to come out on some kind of a Blu-ray, 4K, any kind of format, physical format, so we could have it at home, and it is Godzilla -1. And this is the, who is it? It's the Toko, I think it's called, is the Toho, not Toko. What am I talking about? It's Toho. Toho, T-O-H-O. This is the Toho version. Comes with a slipcover, and you can see the art. You can see the Godzilla right through there. And then when you pull it up, you get this beautiful art, this beautiful image of Godzilla. And then one of my favorite things is when you open it, front, back, and spine. Oh, you get a little mini poster. But front, back, and spine, you get the really nice image, the art there, and it's just a beautiful Steelbook. And it comes with 3 discs. They all have disc art, and then they have a little bit of art inside. I'm not going to take all the discs out, but it has a scene from when the guys are out on the boat. But really, really nice Steelbook. And I believe, I haven't gone through this whole set yet, but I believe there's a black and white version of the movie in this set. If it's not in this set, it's in the big box set that came from Japan. So I might have that black and white somewhere. So Godzilla -1 is my first pick. Now this one I grabbed because I absolutely couldn't stand the packaging that Criterion put out for the 4K. So I wanted to have nice packaging. I love this movie. I'm going to sell my Criterion because I can't live with that packaging. It's horrendous. It's the worst they've ever done, I think. But this is the 4K and Blu-ray for Trainspotting. And it comes with this nice slipcover. So you get the nice slipcover. And then, let me see. This is a UK title. I picked it up on Orbit. And then it's kind of a plain image, but I love the colors. They're hanging out of the train station. And again, you open it up, front, back, and spine. You get a beautiful image. And then it's kind of plain on the inside. You just have him drinking a can of something. Who knows? But again, you get some nice artwork. But like I said, this is a UK version, but I mean, I picked it right up on Orbit, so it's not like I imported it or anything like that. But I love Trainspotting, and if you have seen the packaging from Criterion, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now we have some from Shout Studios or Scream Factory, whatever you want to call them. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I absolutely love, love, love this movie. Love the Steelbook. I mean, the artwork on this is just insanely good. It's beautiful. And then again, we have our front, back, and spine. And then on the, sometimes I fold up the J cards and put them inside. On the inside, we have some disc art, and we have some of the clowns. So it's just a beautiful steelbook, and I actually I got the set with this one, so I do have a poster to put up in the movie room, so I'm pretty excited about that, because I did not have a Killer Clowns poster. Another one from Shout, Scream, whatever. This is another one I really had to have it. Krampus. I love Krampus. I thought that was such a great image for the front. We actually have Krampus on the back. A little dark, but there he is. And again, it's a front, back, and spine thing where it's a wraparound image. And then the inside is a little plain, but you have one of the characters and a little bit of artwork in there. Yeah, a little bit of, it's a little more plain inside, but this one's all about the cover, and I love the movie. So if you haven't seen Krampus, get on it. Ask John from Plaid X2 what he got for Christmas this year, sent to his house from Krampus. Now this one, this might be my favorite steelbook of the year. I don't have these in any order, but this one's really, in my opinion, really hard to beat. It's John Carpenter's Escape from New York. This artwork is, it's flawless. It's gorgeous. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. And then we have the back. I just love it. I love everything about it. I mean, I saw this, and it is so much nicer in person than I could have ever imagined it to be. It's beautiful. And I love the movie. So, and you have some disc art inside. And then, let's see. How's the artwork inside? I think the artwork's a little on the more plain side inside. I'm actually taking all three of these discs out, so you know I really like this steelbook, because I'm going through taking them all out. You get the 3-disc set. But yeah, it's pretty plain images on the inside, but I don't care, because it is all about this outside artwork, which is just beautiful. It's gorgeous. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cautiously say that this is my favorite steelbook of the year. Let's go with that. So if I could only pick one, it would have to be this one. So that is Escape from New York. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're gonna go another horror one, which I thought, this is a Lionsgate one, so it has the cool slip, and it is for Saw X. I think that is such a cool image. And then on the back you just have the movie info, which is another reason these you know, slipcovers, it's nice that they started putting the slipcovers on the steelbooks, because not only is it protection on the shelf from getting scuffed and scraped and whatnot, but you get the information about the movie, so you don't have to fold up the J card and shove it in the steelbook, and it's functional, so it serves a purpose. And then when you pull the cover off, you still have the cool image there. Love it. And then we have the X on the back. And oop. Now the inside's kind of plain, but it's cool. If you've seen the movie, you'll understand. You have two eyeballs that have obviously, they're on the disc art, and you can see they have obviously been pulled out of someone's head. And like I said, if you've seen the movie, you'll know. If Saw is not your thing, you will never know what that means, and you probably wouldn't want to anyway. So that is Saw X. And then this one, this is so much nicer in person. This is another one. It's nicer in person than I thought it was going to be. Has a really nice matte finish. It has the little horror sticker on it. It says Warner Home Video. The only thing I wish that the claw prints on the front were maybe debossed a little bit, but it is the 4K steelbook for A Nightmare on Elm Street, and I really, really love this. It reminds me of something you would have seen on a video store shelf. And there's our guy, Freddy, peeking out. Love it. And like I said, it has like the horror sticker that you would see in the store. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully I have focused. And then we just have Freddy on the inside, and then no disc art, but the plain red disc. But this is a nice steelbook, and they also have, the UK has a really nice set, the steelbook set that, I don't know, maybe I have it somewhere around here, admitting to my problem, but yeah, maybe I have that around here. It may have just shown up, I don't know, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Now this one, this was released in one of those Columbia Classics, the big box sets that they put out, and I didn't get it because there was only maybe 1 or 2 movies that I really wanted on 4K, and of course this was the one that I really, really wanted. I know a lot of people did, so I was so happy when they put it out as a single release, which they rarely do, up until now. But they only put it out as a steelbook, so I didn't have the opportunity to compare a steelbook or a slipcover. If I wanted it, I was getting a steelbook, and I'm happy with this. I think it's a really nice image for Taxi Driver. Great shot of Robert De Niro on the front there, and it's a matte finish on the front, and then it's a glossy image on the back of him driving the taxi. And I just think they did a really, really nice job on this. It came out great, and it's worth the 4K upgrade. It's definitely a really, really nice transfer. And then we have some really cool, but iconic shot from the movie on the inside. And I love that they did it in black and white. And you have some disc art. So that's Taxi Driver. And of course that had to make my list because I just, first of all, I love the movie. It's a classic. And I really, really was pleasantly surprised and happy with how the steelbook turned out. And this one, I'm not going to take out of the bag because it has books and things like that in it, but I've shown it before, and it is Late Night with the Devil. I really, really like the steelbook. I think it came out beautiful. And there is also a media book, which I think I've shown the media book as well, but I really like this steelbook, and I love this movie. I think it's great. It was one of my favorites of the year. If you haven't seen my video before this one, check it out. I'll link it up here, but it's my favorite movies of the year. Now this one, you know, I had to get. This is one of those movies, it just, no matter how many times or how many different releases for this movie comes out, everybody picks it up, and why not? It's Drive. Love it. Love the steelbook. Love the movie. I love the colors. I love the pink. Really, really nice. And you get your front, back, and spine. And then the inside's kind of plain. You get a little bit of disc art, and then it's just like a plain shot of like a parking garage, I think it is, or maybe it's under a bridge. No, I think it's next to a bridge. But that's Drive, so I had to get that. And this one, I just love this one. I love this movie, and I love that they gave it a nice steelbook because I think it's so cool. And this is, I can tell it's a Paramount one because the slipcover doesn't fit right, but it's Johnny Depp in Rango. Come on now, little Rango. And you take Rango off, you take the slipcover off, and then you have a cool shot of Rango on the front and all his friends in the middle of the town. Very cool. And if you've seen the movie, you understand the references here. And of course we have the front, back, and spine. And we have a digital code, and of course Rango in all his glory. I love this movie. I think it's so much fun. I think it's one of those that kind of flies under the radar. I don't know that a lot of people have seen it, but I think when the steelbook came out, I think more people jumped on it and gave it a chance, and pretty much I heard pretty positive things, especially from people who hadn't seen it before. But this is a lot of fun. It's a great movie, and I'm a big Johnny Depp fan. What can I say? Now this one is, I'm saving this one over here. This one is amazing, and the imagery looks very simple. The movie's great. It's the Raid Redemption. But this one's all about the embossing and the debossing. The whole front is embossed and debossed. It's amazing on the building. You can't really see it. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can see it if I tilt it a little bit. But it's all embossed and debossed, and there's so much attention to detail. And we have the great image on the back. and a digital copy, some disc art, and another cool image inside. So hopefully you see that. And like I said, it came with a digital code. But The Raid, great movie. So if you haven't picked that up, pick it up. Now this one was very, very hard to get your hands on. It sold out, and they haven't, I don't think they've re-released it yet, but maybe they will one day. But I love this. And it is the Steelbook for Wonka. And I know this made a lot of people's lists. I love it with the candy and how it's all embossed, and it's all embossed, and it looks like a chocolate bar because you have the gold foil around the outside, and then on the back more candy. And again, the spine is also like the gold wrapper, so it kind of looks like you're opening a candy bar is what they went for. And then I love the inside. You have the purple and the pink discs, and then it's just full of all kinds of candy. So it's a cool looking steelbook. But I think they did a really, really nice job on this. And I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised with this movie. I thought Timothée Chalamet did a great job, and I thought it did a good job of honoring the original. And I just think they did a really good job with it. They really could have screwed this up if they did it wrong, but they did a really great job, and I'm very happy to have that in my collection. Now this one, some people liked it, some people didn't. I mean, the Steelbook, not the movie. I mean, we all love the movie, but some people, it was like this with the Steelbook. But this is Terminator, the 4K for Terminator. And I like that. I think the image is cool. And we all know this shot. Pretty famous shot there for the movie. And then on the inside, we have, I mean, everybody, we all know this one. So I think it's a nice Steelbook. I think they did a really good job with it. So I'm happy with the Terminator Steelbook. What do you guys think? Do you have the Terminator Steelbook? Do you like it? What did you think of the artwork choice? Like I said, I thought they did a great job. Now this one, I know a lot of people really didn't care for the movie. I thought it was fine. I wasn't blown away by it, but I didn't think it was horrible. I thought, you know, I found things I liked about it. And it's also a cool glow-in-the-dark Steelbook for Beetlejuice. And it has a really neat slipcover, like I said, glow-in-the-dark. And you'll see when I take it off, you have Winona Ryder's character there. When you take it off, woo! Try looking at that for a while. I'm sure you'll get some crazy visual effects. And in the back. And then we have, I love the inside. You have a black disc and a green disc, and then we have our friends there on the inside. Gotta love it. So yeah, that's Beetlejuice, and like I said, I thought the movie was fine. I thought it did what it was supposed to do. I didn't think it was going to be anything that blew me away. Sequels for movies like that usually aren't, but I didn't think it was horrible. I know some people really didn't like it, but I didn't think it was bad. So, but you know, I kind of go easier on movies than some people. But now this one, I haven't watched the movie yet. I heard it's a Kevin Smith movie. I'm a Kevin Smith fan. I'm from New Jersey. A lot of his movies are shot in New Jersey. He owns a movie theater here where he shows movies, and I mean, this may not be a good movie. This is one exception where I did buy the Steelbook for the Steelbook, and because it's a Kevin Smith movie, and that's why I bought this one. But this is the rare occasion where I bought a movie that I haven't seen because I like the Steelbook, and I also like the filmmaker. And it's got the Be Kind Rewind sticker on it, and you'll see why I bought it. But anyway, it's a 4K Blu-ray and digital of the 4:30 movie from Kevin Smith. Again, I don't know how the movie is, but when you take it out, what you get is a VHS. And that is just so cool. As someone who grew up in the VHS era with the you know, the VHS rentals and the rental stores, I had to have it. And I love The disc art is the VHS, little, what do you call them, little tape or whatever, and then some inside artwork. But yeah, the 4:30 movie is the only one that I have not seen, and I don't know if it's a good movie, but it's Kevin Smith, and I'm a fan, and it's going in my collection, whether it's great or it's not, because I even have movies of his that I'm not really a fan of, but they're Kevin Smith, so they're in the movie, they're in the collection. This one I love, and as soon as I saw the artwork, I know not everybody likes this kind of almost like a pop art type of thing, comic book, but I love it, and it is the new one that just recently came out for Shaun of the Dead, and I think they did a great job with this one. I really like it. I have about probably 5 different versions of this movie, maybe more, I don't know, but that's the back. And then on the inside we have records on the discs and ice cream cones. So that is Shaun of the Dead, and I just, as soon as I saw it, I just clicked pre-order. So those are all my individual Steelbooks. Now, these last 6, these are all Film Vault releases. So if you remember, if you've seen, Film Vault originally released these, I mean, they were like this big, these boxes that had the Steelbooks in them, and it came with some other things like paperweights and crystal doodads and different things that went with the movie. But they were like, I think they were like $100 for the box. Plus, where am I going to store them? The whole room is filled with crap. I don't know where I would put it. So I was very happy when they released these just as a standalone regular size Steelbook with a cover, slip cover on it. The slip covers are plain, pretty plain. So I got Goodfellas, and these are from the UK. And then you take the slip cover off, and you have the image where they're there with the car. We all know what's going on there. And you have your front, back, and spine. It's pretty plain, but it's nice. And then on the inside, we have disc art, and we have our characters on the inside. But yeah, these were, I was really bummed when they showed them, and they were just so gigantic, and they were really, really expensive. I think Orbit had the Jaws one up. Orbit had a few of them, the big box set, and I think Jaws was like $110, and I was really tempted to pull the trigger. I couldn't do it. And then a few months later, this came out, so I was very happy to get that. I love, love, love that image. And of course, that's without the slipcover. And then we have the no swimming sign. So it's kind of like a sunset image that you have. And then of course the nice sunset turns into Panic at the Beach. So that's Jaws, but yeah, there's only the only one I didn't get was, I think, 2001: A Space Odyssey. I think that's the only one I didn't get. Now I got the original Blade Runner with Harrison Ford, so I got that one, and that's the front. The back is pretty plain. And then on the inside, pretty plain, but then we have some cool disc art. So you see that, and it you know, it goes with the movie. But I was happy to grab that. I love the Blade Runner movies. And then I just have 3 more, and we're going to call it. This one, I love this movie. It's a Ron Howard film. It is Apollo 13. Big fan, big fan of this one. So that's it without the slipcover. And then a cool shot of the moon on the back. I really like that. And then on the inside, if you've seen the movie, you know what's going on there. So that's that. And then just 2 more. This one I was really happy to get because I wasn't crazy about the 4K Steelbook they put out for this one. I think it was Best Buy, maybe it was a Lionsgate Steelbook, but it's the Shawshank Redemption, and I like this image much more. It's Timothy Robbins out there in the lightning storm. So I was happy to grab this one. And for the record, I found out when I was visiting with my brother, this is his favorite movie of all time. So Glenn, this is for you. So that's that. And then on the inside, there you go. And last one, this one was the only one I couldn't find on Orbit. I missed it, so I grabbed it from Grindhouse. If you're looking around, Grindhouse Video is great. They're great too. You know, Orbit is like my go-to and Diabolic. Grindhouse Video is really good too. They ship quickly. Everything comes nice. Their prices are competitive. So if you can't find something on Orbit or Diabolic, check Grindhouse Video because they'll have it. And they had this one, Al Pacino in Scarface. That was the last one I wanted to pick up. So here's our picture. And then on the back, the world is yours. And then we know this one on the inside. So that's that. That's the last one. And though I know I had a lot, and I apologize that this video went on and on, but these are my favorite Steelbooks as far as art for 2024. I know there were so many that came out. I mean, I could have had 50 sitting here, but I tried to whittle it down to like, I think it's 25 or something like that. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you found some Steelbooks that maybe you like. Some of these are still available, so look around. I know the Screen Factory ones are still available for the most part, so check them out. I think they're having a sale. I'm not sure. But look around. A lot of them are still available. So I want to thank everybody for watching. You know I appreciate it, and you know that I appreciate anybody who clicks on these videos. And like I said, even if you watch for 5 minutes, it means everything to me. So if you like things like this, collection videos, movie reviews, lists, top 10 lists, things like that, anything to do with physical media, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you know when I upload again, which will be very soon. And I'll either do the boutique, my favorite boutique releases for the year next video, or maybe I'll do some catalog releases. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. The boutique one's going to take a little longer for me to organize because there's just so many, but we'll get it done. And I have big plans. I was talking to my friend Nathan Jones yesterday. We have some plans for some cool segments that we want to do this year, and we'll see how that goes. But that's going to do it for me today, so I'll catch you in the next one, and for now, that's a wrap.